Hi folks, today marks the 50th episode of my Something I Learned Yesterday podcast. So I guess that means I've learned 50 things. And if you've been coming along for the ride, so have you. So congratulations. Now, Bosak's distributed an article by Matt Turner called "A Top CMO Reveals How AI is Going to Change Sales and Marketing Across Every Company Within 12 Months." It paints a nice picture of marketers using AI to create individualized ad campaigns, I'm quoting now, where each potential customer receives a different message at a different time that's tailored to their needs and behaviors. Well, it's time to start planning for that now, because AI isn't magic. You can't just say, "Hey AI, make some individualized messages for these people." Based on what? The robot will reply. Start thinking now about what kind of data you'll want to have in place to power these lovely AI customizations. And this doesn't only apply to marketing, it applies to content creation as well. You'll want a few different kinds of data. For example, the simplest is behavioral data on your website. How people found your site, what they did when they got there, what topics they read about, whether they commented on articles, and so forth. You'll also want to track how they interact with your brand in email and on social media. You might consider collecting what some people call zero-party data through polls, questions, surveys, and so on. And it's possible you might use third-party sources to get additional information about your market, maybe some lookup services or something. All this data you'll have to store in a central repository where it's all tied to that individual so you can link it all together. That's what customer data platforms do. But you still have to start with some use cases, what you want to collect and what are you going to do with it. So let's walk through an example. I'm a home brewer, I brew beer. So let's say I owned a website that sells home brewing supplies and equipment. There are all sorts of things I would want to know about my customers. Is he a hobbyist or a professional? By the way, I'm saying he just because it's easier, not because home brewers are all men. Well, a lot of home brewers are women. Does he do extract brewing or all grain brewing? Does he have the equipment to do lagering, or does he stick with ales? How often does he brew? Does he brew with friends? Is he a member of a club, etc.? There's all kinds of things to want to know. But more important than just all those questions, I need to think about what I'm going to do with that information. Someone who's in a homebrew club is probably going to be a better customer than somebody who isn't. So I could give discounts to club members. Then I could start to form relationships with the clubs, find out where they operate geographically, and even promote club membership to customers based on their location. There are hundreds of things to do, but my point today is that if you want to start making whiz-bang customized AI wonders for your market, you need to start thinking about that now and start collecting that data. So when the technology comes along, you'll have the data you need to create the customizations you want. By the way, if you need help with this sort of planning, coming up with your own use cases for your market and that sort of thing, that's what I'm here for, so give me a call. Thanks so much for listening. Please like and share this video or find a friend that you think might benefit from it and send it to them. Thanks so much.